Hello, I'm Shirley Gnome. On the advice of my legal counsel and record label, I would now like to read the following statement in response to the various claims and grievances following my live comedy concert taping late last year. Certain reports have circulated on social media alleging that audience members frequently stood up after songs to their heads against the repeatedly screaming, and I quote, "This isn't comedy, this isn't comedy, why did I come here today, why, I don't want to live in this world," end quote. Additionally, other attendees reported screaming and a bunch because they were so upset. Some themselves while another allegedly then themselves while crying. He also then and everyone really started screaming because there was just so much and everywhere. Then the fire escape got jammed with panicking audience members who were either or crying or a combination of the three, all while someone was dancing for some reason. One person looked really happy just rolling around on the floor. We don't know what that was about. Any subsequent cases of E. coli and/or pregnancy were determined to be coincidental and in no way directly attributable to the taping itself. Nevertheless, the aforementioned footage has been removed from the final cut of the program. I'm told we have no further comment on the matter. Thank you, and please enjoy the following redacted comedic presentation. Let's do this.
Party people, you are about to get absolutely fucked with no lube by music. Welcome your favorite aging slut, Shirley Gnome.
Good evening, everybody! Body, sexual body. Look at my body being sexual. Pressing my sexual body against your sexual body. Right now our bodies are being sexual. But most of the time this body of mine, like the majority of the time, it's not so sexual. Sometimes my body is running awkwardly to a porta potty at a music festival. Right now it's sexual. Sometimes my body is fighting a respiratory illness, creating so much mucus. Now it's fine, I want sex. Body, sexual body. Look at our bodies being sexual. I hump on your chunks, and then you also hunk on the chunks. Sweaty, stinky, punk. Sometimes my body is sitting on the grass, sitting on my ass, sitting in the park with a couple of my friends. My back starts to hurt real bad. I lie my body on the ground, my body gets covered in ants. You can't fuck me when I'm covered in ants. Right now you totally can. Sometimes my body is trying to pass gas and it can't relax, cause it wants to pass this gas, but it can't, cause it's happening while we're having sex. Actually, if we could just take a second, I can work this out. I've got like a little trapped pocket. I just gotta get it. It's good enough. Body, sexual body. Could my body get any more sexual? It's a hairy, sweaty tube filled with bacteria, phlegm, and blood. And it loves to fuck. Sometimes my body is going on a hike I didn't research very well, trying to convince me to turn around. Muscles convulse, cardio hell. The elevation of this trail is at a skill level that I will never possess. Could barely actually sing the song. Hey, could you do an angry dude rap verse for a second?
No problem, our bodies are sexual. Time to get all intellectual. Sweaty testicles stop the tits. Sometimes I huff my pits. Sometimes they smell like sausage when I haven't even eaten sausage. Am I okay?
I don't know, but that was great. Hang fine, everyone. Body, sexual body. Bodies are inherently sexual. fuck this, you gotta fuck all of this. Now my body is about to come, but it's also digesting a burrito. Do you think I fuck when I'm hungry? No, no, no. The little mites who live on my skin spend all night fucking and eating my mascara. Stick your dick in, what are you scared of? You see this little lump? It's got hair and bone inside. Was it my twin? I'll never tell. Shh. I'd like to introduce you to my guitar. Butt stuff. It's got knobs, got little thongs on little butts, and also shaped like a butt down here. Here on the West Coast, we live in such a beautiful place. I wanted to write a song that is an ode to nature. How incredibly seductive and beautiful it can be. The birds are singing sweet songs, mellifluous melodies, calling to each other so softly, so sweetly. They're singing, fuck me, 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 me, fuck me, fuck me specifically. And the flowers in the meadow, unfurling in full bloom. Their scents are like threads, sweet fragrances. To the bees they weave a tapestry that says, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, me, crawl into my head and fuck me, roll around in my toilet, fuck me now! I am a flower, a bee, I am a bird, singing please fuck me. Beautiful, ethereal, and horny as can be. Oh, little lark sitting in a tree, there's no difference between you and me. As I'm fucking some guy in the back of my car in a somewhat occupied parking lot. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, my feet sticking out of the sunroof. So that's my defense, Your Honor. Please don't give me that indecent exposure fine, because $300 for the natural order, well, that's the real crime. Case closed. Fun and nice just by myself, but I kind of have a feeling it could get a little bit better based on my surroundings. What do you think, huh? Please welcome to the stage, Parlour Panther! Now, this first song, well, I wrote it for someone very special because I'm sure you know that trying to change somebody's mind is very difficult, especially these days. And I find that the art of song is actually a really great way to get someone to change their mind. It's a lot better than calling them an asshole or an idiot. So I wrote this song for a very special man, my beautiful life partner, who is an asshole and an idiot. You ready? As we lie here just chillin', laughing, watching videos of children falling down and hurting themselves, I feel this love for you that swells. I say I'm so glad we're not having children. You say yeah, I fucking hate children. Ooh, I love it when you talk like that, but we need to have a little chat. 'Cause I've been taking a very special, tiny, every morning pill. And though it keeps our lives child-free, they make me act insane and get physically ill. I'm fertile for 3 days a month. You're fertile 24/7, baby. You're just oozing with virility. So I got a statistically informed fantasy. Since you're as keen as me, on the no, baby, there's something you could do for you and me. Could you bring me some sweet release and get a vasectomy? Medical sterility, a saucy little snip in your testicles.
What's the rate of infection?
3.4%.
Will your balls bounce back?
100%.
Will there be a scar?
1.2 centimeters.
So the scar is small.
It'll make your dick look bigger.
Will you still have the drive?
Yeah, you won't be a dud.
Will you still get hard?
Yeah, you'll still be a stud.
Does it cause cancer?
The studies say no.
Will they chop off your nuts?
What the fuck? No. Who told you that? I bet you also think you'll fill with sperm and explode, but you'll absorb every load like you've always done before. That's right. Did you know that you're constantly coming on yourself from the inside? Guess what? You are, you dirty little slut. Get out, vasectomy. Slicey, dicey, feels so nicey. It's only day surgery. In Canada, it's free. Get one for yourself and then give it to me. First they apply. Sensually. A cream. And aesthetic on your scrotum or a small injection of lidocaine in your superficial scrotal tissue, then too small incisions to the scrotum,
to the sides of the scrotum.
But you can also have a sharp pointed forceps-like instrument to puncture your scrotum. Let it penetrate your balls. Oh yeah. The doctor will take a little section out your huge vast difference. Cauterize it. Fire burning your ball hole shut. It takes 15 minutes to complete the operation.
Bring me to completion.
Then a few sweet days off of work and a sweet bag of peas. And your best efforts will make a vast difference to me. To you and me, baby, to me. Look at what you do to yourself and what it does for me. Urology, 8 years of study to spend your day rocking the waist. Do we have any urologists in the house tonight? No? God, never. They're it's fine. One day they'll hire us for a conference. It'll all be them. Now a man has a right to decide what he wants to be. I'd never be the one to make you do anything that you don't want to. It's not about me. 'Cause forcing you and your body to do what I like would be controlling your reproductive rights. Only you can truly decide. I respect your talk to my pussy to see if a vasectomy is right for you. Snip. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Well, that one worked. The thing is, we had other sort of conflicting sexual desires that were a little bit harder to work out. So I wrote another song to see if we could bridge the gap. Excites you for me to see what you got going on. But if you want me to be just as thrilled as you about me looking at your dick and balls, well, I'm a woman of experience. Let's just say that I have seen it all. And a dick is just a dick. It's not a rare prize or a pot of gold. You're gonna have to change it up. Gonna have to amp it up. It's gonna take a little more than cock to make me stop, be shocked, make my jaw drop. So what if you dressed up your dick like a wizard? A wizard dick, get a little bit creative with it. Make him a cotton ball beard, a toothpick staff, a hanky for a cape, a pointy felted hat. I'm solicited, a sorcerer's bone like that, yeah. Let's redefine the fantasy of sexual fantasy. 'Cause if you want me to be into this kind of perverse, your dick could be the center of a cinematic universe. I'll watch every installment, every sequel, every show. Release your content, baby. Stream it and I will download it. It doesn't have to be so hard. You can dress him up soft. Sleepy wizard, wake up. In a storm, he will transform. What if you dressed up your dick like a wizard? Yeah, a wizard dick. Won't you conjure me up a little dick trick? An ancient enchanter with a mythical flair. He's already wrinkly, so no problem there. I want your penis in fantasy way. It doesn't have to be a wizard. I would like to see you, all your creativity. How about a firefighter, root to the cowboy, skinny little pencil, fatty fat banana. How about a hot dog, mighty wide oak tree, beautiful drag queen penis. She can be what she wanna be. Or a miracle, put him up on the cross. Hallelujah, now he's penis Christ. But you know what I need? It's your wizard. So cast your spell on me with your wizard. Merlin, put it in. I can see your wizard. A Dumbledore, give me Dumbledore. I can see your wizard. Prospero, nice and slow. I can see your wizard. Cerebon, let's get it on. I can see your wizard. Gandalf, Gandalf. I can see your wizard.
You shall get ass!
Just take a moment to process that one. Perfect. Well, it's really nice to have someone special in your life. I think for me, it's helped me to process the times in my life when I was single and some weird shit went on. I want to play a song that goes a little bit further back now. It's a song, well, okay. There was a thing that happened, you know. It's the thing we don't like to talk about. The thing where we couldn't leave our houses. The thing that traumatized most of us. Well, I was single throughout the thing, so, when the thing was over, I, was pretty excited to get back into the world and do some, like, smooching, you know? Like some mouth stuff. That's what I was craving. Blah, blah, blah. Droplets. Yum, 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 yum. Masks off, party. But at that moment, the art sector, which is normally where I get my hot smooches from, wasn't really open yet. So I needed to branch out to get some cool going on in my life. And I didn't know exactly how to do that. And then I thought, well, maybe I should try one of these dating apps that everyone has been talking about. And I wrote a little song about my experience with that. It's called Murdered on a Boat. Good talk, a swipe, a match, a spark. You asked if I'd go and check out your boat. Not for a trip, we would just stay docked. You seem pretty cool, so what do I do? Do I share my location with my friends? And if I don't text, do they use GPS to watch me get murdered on a boat? Tossed into the salty brine. Yeah, murdered on a boat by a stranger I met online. With due diligence, you know there's still gonna be a big chance that I'm gonna get murdered on a boat. 'Cause dating is sexy and fun, right? I said instead, could we go get a bite to eat? You could take me home, so making out would be sweet. But you invited me again for an early afternoon hang on your boat next week. Huh, you're into your boat. You're very specifically into your boat. I got a little afternoon hang out, hang up. Oh, the suspicions that this invitation rang up. Are you broke? Living on your boat, you know there's no shame in trying to stay afloat. Are you married? Doing it cheaty style? Are those roommates you mentioned your wife and child? Or are you living with your parents? Wait, are you married to your parents? Are you cheating on your parents? Or is this the final step where I'll get murdered on a boat? When I let my lifeguard down, yeah, murdered on a boat. There's something fishy going around. You might be harmless, so please do your due diligence and show me I won't get murdered on your boat. It should be easy, right? I say, why do you want to hang on your boat so much? You say, let's talk about it in person. I say, great, but not on your boat. You say, great, I see you on my boat. I say, why on the boat again? You say, the boat isn't going to sink. I said, I didn't think that it would. You say, great, I see you on my boat. I say, can we hang out at your house? You say, what's with all the accusations? I say, accusations of what? You say, let's talk about it when you get back on my boat. I say, I don't know your last name or your number or where you live. You say, I'll show you 2 pieces of government issued ID when you get back on my boat. I think you're missing the point. That's a big red flag for me. You say, I use red flags on my boat all the time. It's very safe. Safe upon my Just give me one good reason why you won't hang out anywhere but on your boat. You finally say it's a personal preference. So boat? I say why is that? You say I have a boat. I say I know you have a boat. You say yes. I say yes to what? You say yes, I'm agreeing with you. I said agreeing with what? You say yes. I say what? You say boat, 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 boat. I say boat, 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 boat. You say boat, 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 boat. I say boat, 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 boat. You say boat, 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 boat. I say boat, 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 boat. You say boat, 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 boat. I say boat, 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 boat. You say boat, boat, boat. I say boat, boat, boat. You say boat, boat, boat. I say boat, boat, boat. You say what words do I put in you to make the sex come out? I'll never know if I'd get murdered on your boat. 'Cause there's one thing you could not hide. It's that you have never learned what a woman's life is like. Another clueless fool with a cute sailor mustache. Now there's plenty of fish in the sea, but they're swimming through 1 billion tons of trash. So sorry to say, but the ship has sailed. Yes, it is time for me to bail. I can't get on board with somebody suspicious. But I'll be sleeping with you or sleeping with the fishes. No, I will not ride your masted vessel. So swab your own deck, you're nothing special. Boat, 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 boat. Murder, she boat. Give it up for Parlour, Panther! Hey. This one I felt I really needed to do on my own. It's a very personal song called Restraint. It's about some of my more taboo desires. Raw, dark, primal. And there's only really one instrument that can truly express those darkest of desires. The recorder. We are not our thoughts. How we choose to act says who we are, but we can still have our fantasies. Would you like to hear about my fantasies? Oh, check this shit out. The secret garden of a woman's mind, seductive fire held inside, quiet allure, gentle grace, a soft smile, the only trace. I take your hand and let you see the sublime vista of my mystery. It's a fantasy graveyard full of the dead, the enemies I murdered inside of my head. Restraint, holding it in. Restraint, pushing it down. Restraint, I'm acting fine, but I'm killing people inside of my mind. Restraint, holding it in. Restraint, pushing it down. Restraint, restraint. I imagined them all their own penalties. Like this grave here, this man stole from me. Nothing ever came from me calling the cops, but in my mind I broke his neck and I shat in his mouth.
She lied about having cancer. Online, I blocked her. In my mind, I said, here's a donation to your crowdfunding campaign. And I donated 2 bullets into her brain. Him, he cut me off in traffic. Fuck that guy. He made me swerve and skid. So in my mind, I flayed off all his skin and I sent it to his kid. I want it so bad. But I cannot have. Stab, stab, a stab-a-dee-dee. Come along and do some murdering with me. Are you holding it in? Are you pushing it down? Now we're having a good time. Some light-hearted laughs. But now the song is about to get a little bit dark. I didn't think you'd be this beautiful, he says. 10 seconds after we first met, he rubs my hips as I move away, but disengaging makes him mad at me. When he seems less drunk, I calmly explain that sensually rubbing someone's hips that way is not the friendly gesture that he thinks it is, and not something he does to male comedians. I lay it all out in basic terms. He writhes with guilt, he struggles to learn, he apologizes, says he understands, as he grabs me so he can kiss my hand. Don't murder that man, don't put his bloody body in a garbage can. Meet people where they're at, don't grind up their bones to put in your plans. Police your tone, don't think about poisoning him so he dies all alone. Do not stab that clown, unless maybe there aren't any witnesses around. If there's no one No. Violence, cruelty, and vengeance. These solutions aren't conscientious. I do deep breathing, acknowledge my feelings, and choose peace like an enlightened being. Anger can express through thoughtful words. Peace in expression and being heard. But in my mind, I'll chop off your dick if you test me. 'Cause in my mind, I cannot rest me. Violence is just retaliation. Justice brings peace and cessation. Vengeance, the myth of satiation. Restraint, 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 restraint. Oh, I just shit myself. Namaste. On second thought, I don't think I should be left alone up here. Please welcome back to the stage, Parlour Panther! Parlour Panther? Okay, I think they may have gone. Is anyone else here a musician? Oh, hey, Noah, Steven, you're here and you're wearing matching outfits. Would you mind coming on stage and singing some songs with me? No. Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Jody, you were just on stage a second ago.
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Look, I've got $5 each if you want to come up here and play some. Oh, great! Please welcome to the stage, Kitty and the Rooster. There we go. It's a tough economy out there, so. This is my favorite part of the show because it's the part that just is full of awkward silence, which is kind of my thing, so. Yeah, it's good, this is good, this is really awkward, this is great. Speed it up, Charles! You know, I may have some control over my behavior, but I also understand that you can't control everything in life. You can't even control everything within yourself. I didn't really understand that about myself, or that I was a complex being, until I recently got into astrology. Any astrology fans out there tonight?
right. Okay, good for you for not being horribly ashamed of that. That's so great. Yeah, you know, because I was like a little embarrassed to talk about it when I got into it first, because I used to think that astrology was a pseudoscience invented in 1890 by a weird old white man who took a pre-existing pseudoscience about global and cultural events and made it interpersonal in order to grift people out of their money, but that's not true at all. It's actually an incredible system to understand the complexity of yourself and to know that you're in these larger systems that affect you. And I found that incredibly liberating. So I wrote this song about it. It's called Don't Blame Me. Wouldn't have been late if Mercury it weren't in retrograde. It's not because I underestimate traffic and time, and I regret saying that I would show up. Also, I'm pretty drunk. No, it's Mercury flying behind me. It's out of my hands, part of the celestial plan, that I would show up to your baby shower, blacking out. Piss on your lawn while firing my gun. Shh, I love your lawn. Pow, pow, pow. Don't blame me. Blame my astrology. You might think it's a way for me to not take responsibility, but that's exactly what a Taurus would say. Me, my sign is Scorpio. It's just something really special about me is that everyone wants to fuck me. It's not because I'm full of myself. I'm not a Leo. I'm not smug. I'm a cosmically sexual bug. Oh, I'm so intense. I burned down my ex-boyfriend's house. He's such a Libra. They don't like it when you burn down their house. You say that's arson. You're too critical. You're a Virgo and all. You're judgmental and your haircut's bad. Don't blame me. Blame my astrology. If I had just been born in the eve instead of morn, then I wouldn't have barfed on your lap in your car while I was trying to honk your horn. Whoops. Oh, and I let your boyfriend eat me out because of the lunar eclipse. You know how it is, you know how I get on a lunar eclipse. What sign is the moon in right now anyway? I bet you it's in the sign that makes me want to punch you right in the face. Well, you look it up, you say it's in Aries. And I said, well, that would explain. You said you lied and it's actually in Cancer. And I said, well, that makes more sense anyway. You said you lied again and the moon is actually in Gemini. Huh. That explains exactly why you're two-faced and you lie. Now hold still while I punch you in the face while you cry under the light of the moon in Gemini. I got 1, 2 twin punches for you. Don't blame me. The stars decided who I'd be. That's why I feel no need to offer my apology. The Sagittarian and me, my inevitable destiny. It's not my unresolved trauma or addiction to the bottle. No, it's something Capricorn, fuck off. You're not my mom. Well, this next song, you know, I almost wasn't going to put it in the show. A lot of people were saying that it's like kind of well-trodden territory, you know? But I just don't know. I don't know. I just don't think we're done talking about it yet. screen lights up bright. Oh no, not again. You're sending me pics so unsolicited. This is not appropriate behavior. I thought by now you'd know better. I know that you think it's so special. I guess I gotta be the one to tell you. I don't wanna see a picture of your kid. The word I just said is kid. Stop sending pictures of your children. You know I did not ask for this. Could you please get over it and stop sending unsolicited kid pics? We're texting about something unrelated. Everything is fine until you switch the bait and just whip out your kid randomly. Jesus Christ, don't point that thing at me. You brag with what percentile your kid is blessed. Do I have to pretend that I'm impressed? I roll my eyes, it's so upsetting. I don't care how big and long your kid is getting. No, I don't wanna see a picture of your kid. Feeling like I have to say, oh wow, your kid is so big. I'm tired of pretending. You know some people are into that shit. So make a private album for them to consent. And stop sending unsolicited kid pics. You gotta know that you got a bias with raging hormones. You're so misguided. You take a dozen pictures, same angle, same frame. Send them all off, they are basically the same. I know that you think your kid is the best, but that's 'cause it's yours, so don't expect us all to get on board and send a glowing reply. I've been holding this in, but I don't know why. 'Cause how many souls on your contact list feel obligated to validate your bliss? So when I say, ew, gross, your baby looks like an old potato. Why am I the bad guy? Oh, I don't wanna see a picture of your kid. Your kid is always covered in weird sticky fluids and goo. Don't do that to me now, why would you assume? Look, if I wanted, I would ask you to, but I'll never love that thing the way that you do. So stop sending pictures of your greasy, blotchy, sweaty, hairy, veiny, stanky, ugly looking kid. Now here's a song I think everyone can enjoy. 1, 2, 3. Now some pedophiles refuse to act on their abusive urge, but they cannot tell anyone, so it's very under-researched. No contact paraphiliacs, they sit at home alone. It's easy to consider, and it's not disturbing at all. Oh, sex offenders and pedos are not synonymous, and child molesters, well, they might be pedos or not. Sing it with me now. Look, I get it. Maybe it's not my place to
educate you on these things. You should go home and Google it for yourself. So even though technically what I said was correct, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you felt that way. I'm sorry that I was misunderstood. I'm sorry for the way it came across. I'm sorry I caused controversy. I apologize for my part in the situation. I was just a kid in her early 40s. I missed the mark. I'm a comic, and I went too far. I was told I was being too nice. I'm a work in progress. I'm not the monster you think I am. I'm just human. It is clear that that song was unfairly becoming a distraction to the important and critical work of the rest of the album. I'm sorry for the mistakes we made. I'm sorry for what I did with my bandmates. I take responsibility, but we believe in the power of music to unite and inspire. I choose now to live as a gay man. These examples highlight how a lack of specificity and defensiveness can turn an apology into a PR nightmare. All right, let's go back in. Now, where were we? Maybe it's better if I just do a song that's a little more vulnerable and emotional about my lived experience. You see, there are things that you cannot reason with in life, and I've learned that the hard way. One of the things that I cannot reason with is my own raging libido. And another thing that I really struggle with is the munchies. And one night, these two desires conflicted for me at 11:37 p.m. in a Shoppers Drug Mart. This song is called Not Like This. Have you ever had the munchies so bad, but you're all out of the tastiest snacks, and all you want is a fine cheesy's brand with the cheese and the crunch? How much is a crunch? You tell yourself it'll only be a minute, put a jacket over your sloppy ass, greasy hair, greasy face, and nasty stains on your sweatpants. But as you walk down the drugstore aisle, is this a nightmare or a dream? 'Cause in front of you is the most beautiful, sexually attractive man that you have ever seen. Not like this, not like this, oh, not like this. Oh God, not here, oh God, oh why? When I look like such a giant piece of shit, with my crusty red eye gaze, keep my distance, give him space. I don't want him to smell my BO, my nasty breath, my unwashed hole. I uncontrollably yawn, right at that moment out of stress. It's at that moment he looks over at me, so he thinks I look like this. I'm so sad I start eating the cheesies, so now I'm also covered in crumbs. He says, excuse me, to pass me by, my upper lip gets caught on my gums. I look like a stoned rabbit as I reply to him, yeah. Not like this, not like this, oh, not like this. Oh God, I hate this, kill me now. Let the sun explode and consume my bones. Then I start to wonder why the sex angel god of life is here at a drugstore so very late at night. As he quickly runs by, he's clenching up his perfect buns. He
he beelines for the incontinence aisle. Yes, my baby has got the runs. But he's still beautiful to me no matter what. I see his vulnerability. He's still good, he's still enough. But we were destined to meet tonight at this unsexy time of our lives. So I will never be with you. You're beautiful. Yes, I know that much is true. You're beautiful. But then he gets into his Tesla and I'm like, you gross.
All right, for my next song, I would like.
Do you want to know what I do for a living?
No, I don't really do that.
No, she doesn't do that, she says. What's your name?
Shirley?
Shirley. And what do you do for work, Shirley?
Are you trying to do crowd work on the comedian right now?
You're a comedian? You're saying you're literally at work right now?
Well, I consider myself more of a novelty chanteuse that.
Chanteuse, she says. Ooh la la, well don't quit your night job, Shirley.
What?
This woman up there, she gets it.
Why is this happening?
Let me ask you something, Shirley. Are you two fucking? Well, I guess you answered that question, am I right, fellas?
Oh, God.
Tell us, Shirley. Do you always dress as a middle-aged rodeo clown?
Actually, that's a pretty solid burn.
That's a pretty solid burn, she says. We ask, we repeat the answer, we state our witty observation.
Can I just sing one of my songs now?
Can I just sing one of my songs now, she says. We're sorry you felt that way.
No, don't do that. I'll just come back inside. Okay. We're gonna try this one more time, and hopefully Parlour Panther have made it back from whatever activity they were doing. Welcome back to the stage, Parlour Panther! I am so excited that for these next two songs, we are creating a supergroup. And we are called Shirley Gnome and the Super Gnomes. Okay. It may have been established during the course of this show that I am a relentlessly heterosexual person. Songs like the previous one make me start thinking, a little bit about my sexuality, a lifetime of heterosexual experiences. I started going, why am I like this? Why do I keep doing this? But when I thought really hard about my sexuality and sexuality in general, I made a stunning realization that made me a lot more comfortable with my so-called heterosexuality. Too many guitars. Woo! Like having someone shit on your chest. I think a woman only having sex with men is even more disgusting than that. I am a woman who only fucks cis-het dudes, and I am saying that it's worse than getting shit on. But it's so gross it kinda turns me on. Ugh. Yes, I am horrified to arousal by men with their penises, but my desire for dudes to have sex with me is not really my sexuality, 'cause I think everybody is gay, and heterosexuality is a kink. That's what I think.
kinky deviants. Now kinks are often a way to process fear through pleasure, taking terror and integrating it through sexual measures. So do not kink shame me or all my so-called straight ladies. We just have fears that we release by fucking those who will decrease our lifespan and also threaten our personal safety. Nasty. Everybody is gay, but this is how kinksters like to celebrate. Instead of being afraid by letting men inside of us, ew, taboo, hip hip hooray. Every single one of us is gay. Yeah, that's what I see. I'm a dick-loving lesbian, and that's okay. 'Cause who do I want to live with? Women. Who do I want to budget with? Lesbians. Who do I want to dance with? Femmes. Who do I want to tour with? They thems. Who do I want to own a dog with? A dyke. Who do I make exceptions for? Well, these two guys back here are all right, but who do I fuck? It's just me. That is so fucked up. And all these dudes who claim to be straight, trying to all prove they're alpha males. I watch them get upset on the internet. I don't think they got it figured out yet. You love a female, bro? Gay. You're vulnerable with her? Gay. You have sex with her? Gay. You're a soy boy low T cuck, bro. Suck some cock, bro. It's not gay. Take some cock, bro. It's not gay. Only testosterone. It's so straight. Men having sex, bro. It's so straight. If you don't have gay sex, you are gay. Alright then, either way, everybody is queer. Yes, everyone is LGBTQIA2S+, my dear. So look down in your soul. Don't be afraid of your own butthole. Everybody is gay. Yes, every single person in the audience here and listening is gay. And if you feel uncomfortable, you're the super most gayest ones of all. So I'll put my husky in a Subaru, take him for a walk with my sensible shoes, stop at Home Depot on my way back to pick up lumber for my DIY spice rack, make a healthy vegan dinner I plan before I head out to the poetry slam. And at the end of the night, I still have sex with a man. So gay. All right. You see, it's been a while since I released an album. In fact, my last album came out on March 13th, 2020. Yo! And it's been a handful of fucked up years in there, you know? I think it's been pretty fucked up for a lot of people, and for me, you know, lost a lot of friends and started to feel really helpless in a way that I'd never felt before. And because of that, I started to look to a higher power in a way that I never experienced. I wrote this song as a testament to that connection, a very personal connection. So this one is a bit more of a solemn and religious tune. Stephen? God is real, yes, this I know, and he's a problematic dick. Petty, cruel, and sadistic, loves choosing his favorites. 'Cause I heard the voice of an angel come down there on the red line and say to me, I'm sorry, God cannot answer your something wrong with me. Cause I kinda like it when he makes me beg and get down on my knees. Praying to the Lord is like having a serial killer for a pen pal. He's very troubled and very powerful, oh yeah, it's kinky as hell. But I've always had a thing for bad boys, no one better than the Lord above. But if I can't pray hard enough, I can change him with my love. I'm gonna fix you, Sky Daddy, while he's rigging sports games and in a Grammys and including people cancer, killing martyrs, making lottery numbers, causing natural disasters. He loves starting wars and child molesting pastors, but he's fighting for parking faster. He's a busy guy, I have not earned my answer. Oh God. I did not believe that God was a concept my parents had made up to scare the holy shit out of me, so I would always do what they want, like my grandparents did it to them too. My great-grands held the line, like someone at the top of the chain had been cashing in since the dawn of time. So I became an atheist, a filthy heathen, humanist, until one day the angels spoke. Their voices arose, my spirit awoke. They sang, God is real, yes, this is true, and God is Holy Ghosting you. What, Scott Daddy, why? Why won't you fuck me?
Didn't you make me pretty enough for you?
No, it's okay. It's not even in a mysterious way. For if God were fair and benevolent, he just wouldn't get me wet. So he's rigging sports games and handing out Grammys and giving people cancer, killing martyrs, picking lottery numbers, causing natural disasters. He loves starting wars and child molesting pastors, but he's finding and parking faster. Oh, God is a monster, he's never gonna answer. But I know he protects me, I never get attacked by panthers. So I will pray to God with my whole love and my plans. Hallelujah. God fuck you all.
Noah, Frankie, Steven, Jody, Lee.
So this last song I'm going to sing for you, well, it's based on maybe one of the best things I've learned over the last few years, which is get outside, get the fuck away from the internet. Not right now if you're watching this on the internet, stay on it for this song. But in general, touch grass, get out of your echo chamber, and go travel and talk to people that you normally wouldn't talk to. For me, it's kind of baked into my life, traveling on the road. I do often talk to people that I normally wouldn't. And this is a little song about some food for thought I got recently. I went down to a warehouse basement to rent some music gear. There stood a gruff and greasy man, a belly made from beer. His hair was long and scraggly, his skin was white as snow. And when he started yell talking, I went, uh-oh, here we go. Here's your gear, my dear, he said. Sorry for the delay. A couple native guys came in. They needed a bunch of stuff for their gig today. Man, those guys are always getting all the grants now and front of line service and everything, eh? Uh-oh. And it's about fucking time. Holy piss! I was working with those guys when no one was giving them jack shit.
Well, he has no social media. He owns no big TV. He doesn't have a rainbow sign with things that he believes. He's out there simply living with 2 ears and 2 eyes and a heart. With a beer and a toke, he's Plainspoke Woke. Well, who was I to assume he's just another angry redneck? Is this some kind of lateral racism that I haven't figured out yet? I didn't have much time to think before he chatted on. Fuck, sorry if I'm fucking yelling, man. My fucking hearing is gone. Way too many rock concerts, eh? Oh, hey, what's that pin that you got on? It's got a coat hanger with a line through it? What's going on? It's a pro-choice pin. Well, I'll tell you what I tell my wife. Unless I start shitting babies out of my ass, I ain't got nothing to say about that. And that ain't happening anytime soon. Except for that one time I ate a whole pizzaghetti. I swear that shit was alive. You ever had a pizzaghetti before? They take a pizza and they put spaghetti on top of it. Well, he's never been to college. He barely reads at all. He's never been consciously conscious at all. He's just regular conscious, and he has a healthy conscience. F-O-K-E is how he spells folk. He's Plainspoke Woke. He sees me noticing his camo jacket hung up by the door. Says how much he loves the great Canadian outdoors. Oh, I still get out from time to time, or I'll just go down to the range. But you know, people are always going off these days about climate change.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I've been going to the woods for 40 years. You gotta be dumb as fuck not to notice they're changing. Holy piss! And the fucking bears, of course they're attacking people. We're cutting down their fucking habitat. What the fuck else are they supposed to do? You know, Jared got attacked by a bear once, but that bear took one bite of Jared and said, "No, thank you, buddy. What have you been eating?" Jared did die, though. Not from a bear attack, though. From the liquor. You gotta watch out for that shit. It'll fuck you up way more than a bear. Well, he ain't creating safe spaces. He doesn't know anything about that. He's not fostering generative discussion. He's just a chatty guy with a concussion. He doesn't know those fancy words, but he says it all the same. Oh, God bless them all, the Plainspoke Woke. Oh, God bless them all, the open-minded folk. Hey, you want to go burn down a Long and McQuaid with me? Ah, just a joke. You know, those guys are all right. They're just trying to make a living. Actually, my oldest works there. Yeah, he plays the accordion. Weird instrument. Doesn't play it anymore, though. He cut off all his fingers in a wood chipper. Yeah. Now he just plays the kick drum. And, yeah, just plays the kick drum in this Metallica cover band called Pastor of Muppets. Yeah. You ever heard of Pastor of Muppets? No, I haven't, but I really gotta go to the gig. It's like, really, I gotta get this. Oh, yeah, no problem. Well, your band's all loaded up, sweetheart. You have yourself a great... Oh, wait a minute. Your tire's flat. Let me go get my pump. You know, I was actually the bus tech on a Leonard Skinner tour way back in the day. Now, one of my kids does it for that lady. What's her name? She got that white face paint. Oh, yeah, her name's Chaperone. Yeah, he works on her tour bus. You know, I really like that song, Hatoga. It's very catchy. You know, it's not something I normally listen to, but honestly, it's got really down. God bless that man. He's Plainspoke Woke. Thank you all. Peace. I'm Shirley Gnome. Thanks for coming out. Thank you.